This has already been a wild offseason for the Las Vegas Raiders. We thought Ben Johnson was coming to Raider Nation, and he's in Chicago now. Then it appeared the Raiders had John Spytek on the way to be the GM, and it made me think he would bring Liam Cohen with them from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then after the Jacksonville Jaguars hired Cohen yesterday, I got a little scared because he worked with Spytek, and he wasn't signed yet. But to my relief, the Raiders got him signed. Then their next order of business was to bring Pete Carroll in to be their head coach. That was a solid hire. Many of you are disappointed because you want a boy wonder offensive mind, but we don't know if guys like Johnson and Cohen can succeed. We know Carroll can because he has. All we want Carroll to do if he can get the Raiders to the Super Bowl is run the damn ball if they're on the 2-yard line. I'm sure we don't need to tell him that now, though. That was one of the few slip-ups he had once he got to the Seattle Seahawks. Most of those happened in his first go-round with the New York Jets. He went 6-10 and got fired. Then he went to the New England Patriots and took them to the playoffs in each of his first 2 years. However, he went 8-8 and missed the playoffs in his third year and got fired. From there he went to USC, won 2 national championships, and went back to the NFL ready. He took the Seahawks to the playoffs his first year back in the NFL. Then over his tenure in Seattle, he took them to the playoffs 10 out of 14 years and went to the Super Bowl twice to win 1. Carroll also has a .606 winning percentage with the Seahawks. His overall winning percentage is .586 with, of course, the 1-1 Super Bowl record and 11-11 postseason record. Outside of his first job, he's turned things around everywhere he went, too. One thing I really love about Carroll coming on board is he's cut from the same cloth as former Raider head coach Antonio Pierce. Actually, Pierce is cut from the same cloth as Carroll. They're both defensive-minded coaches that want that same identity. They want to run the ball and be physical on offense and play defense. You remember how physical those Seahawks teams were back in the day? That's what Pierce was trying to build here that Carroll can continue to build. Pierce seemed to have it built the second half of the 2023 season, but had to rebuild it over again over the course of the last year. That's because former GM Tom Telesco let running back Josh Jacobs walk and paid quarterback Gardner Minshew in free agency. Along with a couple of mistakes made on the offensive line, that made the Raiders different and worse. It's hard to maintain identities when a new regime comes in. They usually take parts of a team away that's already good to add to parts they want to be good. That's what rebuilds are, but Carroll already has the makings of a great defense that he should and he probably will keep. He just has to build the offense. So what's Carroll going to do to get that offense up and running? We already know it starts with the running game, so at number 6 overall, why not go with Ashton Jonty? He'd be more than a need pick, too. He'd be the best player on the board when the Raiders pick. Between all the defenders he makes miss and the tackles he breaks, he gets a ton of yards after contact. He has great vision, patience, and speed to take it to the house from anywhere on the field, too. Then there's a passing game where he can catch the ball and pick up a blitzer. He's a complete back that would bring physicality to the offense. Many of you may not want to hear this, but I think Carroll would probably want to bring Russell Wilson in. I don't know whatever happened to them, but they both speak highly of each other now. Watching them in Pittsburgh last year, I saw he still throws a beautiful deep ball. That would come in handy when opposing teams put 8 in the box to stop Jonty. But I have to wonder if Carroll would want Sam Darnold. No matter what era you're from, if you're from USC, he loves you, and he'll take you. After all the drama, the Raiders have their head coach and GM now. Way to go, Tom. I didn't see this coming because I thought he would go with an offensive guy, but he chose the proven winner. Pierce was a good start to changing the Raiders' culture, and Carroll's going to finish it. The two are actually similar, only Carroll knows what he's doing, so this isn't going to take a teardown followed by a rebuild on Carroll's part. He just needs to keep building from what's there, and they have the makings of a great defense. He just needs a guard or two, a running back, and a quarterback to put around superstar tight end Brock Bowers, and that offense is going to be alright. Thank you for watching. See you next time.